Before you proceed, I want to state very clearly that the opinions put out by this so-called conservative do not remotely represent conservatives, neither does his body language or mannerism. I'll react to that in a bit. Here's the clip.
Claim is that Donald Trump is defying the Constitution. Nice to meet
pleasure
you.
to meet you, sir.
Mehdi, lovely to meet you.
So I would say that with Trump being anti-constitution, I don't really care, to be quite frankly.
Okay.
Because in regards to the Constitution is a document that should seek to serve us.
Yes.
And when it fails to seek to serve us, that can be amended. Laws can be changed. And quite frankly, the fact is, we're defending things in this country that shouldn't be defended. The First Amendment should not defend, and making children and women be victimized, making women and children be victimized as a result of that. I think things like blasphemy shouldn't be allowed per the First Amendment. I think that, quite frankly, there are a lot of legal processes that are enabling criminals and bad people to fully enact their will in this country in the name of the Constitution or following the Constitution. So, quite frankly, if Trump is anti-Constitution, good, and I think he should go further.
So this is wonderfully revealing of the modern conservative mindset. So I appreciate you spelling it out so openly.
Is it not such a shame that the organizers of this debate deemed it sensible or necessary to tag this young man as a far-right activist? There's absolutely no way a true conservative, in fact, there's no way an extreme conservative could boldly claim that President Trump dishonors the Constitution. Now, contrary to what Mehdi Hasan and the so-called conservative claims, Trump has upheld, enforced, and given a new boldness to both the upholding and the enforcement of the Constitution. Later on, we're going to talk about true conservatism.
Just checking, do you support the Second Amendment?
I do.
Okay, surprise, I was shocked to hear that. I'm saying that Donald Trump is defying the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Fifth Amendment, the 14th Amendment. He's thinking of defying the 12th and 22nd Amendments. You're saying you don't care about the Constitution, but actually you do, because you quite like the Second Amendment. You just don't like the bits that you disagree with. Can I just be clear on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm more than willing to amend it and include
Whenever
the
it's in
Second
your
Amendment.
favor?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so can Democrats do the same when they're in office?
No, absolutely not. Because
you don't
it's the
believe in
friend enemy.
democracy?
No, I don't. Absolutely not.
What do you believe in?
Autocracy.
By who?
Honestly, quite frankly, anyone who is in line with Catholic teaching.
That right there is what I'm talking about. The left has a way of making conservatives feel bad for being conservative. It's crazy. Can you imagine going as far as fielding someone who in his own words, believes in the authoritarian system of government? As for the claims made by Hassan, I strongly believe that, Donald Trump needs to seek legal redress. I hope we know that spewing non-truths is a form of harassment. And, with all the accusations, every American needs to go back to study the amendments correctly and, to get familiar with the exceptions that give the executive, that's the presidency, the right to overrule.
The United States, I mean, we've gone so off topic, but how does the United States look like under you? Sorry, what's your name?
My name's Connor. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Took a little bit of a doubt there.
Oh, well, I use a pseudonym online.
Fair enough.
But
Connor,
fair enough.
How would Connor's America look? What would it look like?
Well, quite frankly, I think we would deport people who shouldn't be here.
I didn't ask about deporting. What does the government look like?
What does the government look like?
Yeah.
I would say, quite frankly, it's under a sort of benevolent leader, such as
Where does he
Franco.
come from?
It could be a kind of aristocratic class. Could be someone
Who picks the autocrat?
Frankly, the people. I mean, we could hold a vote on it. Kings were
Isn't that democracy?
Well, sure. You can have a vote to get to that state.
And then no more votes afterwards?
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Wow. Donald Trump is not Catholic.
Of course, he's not. I completely agree, and that's part of the problem.
Trump? You don't support Trump?
No, I don't. I didn't even vote for him. I wrote in like John Pork or someone. I can't even remember.
Why did you vote if you don't believe in democracy and you want autocracy?
Well, because quite frankly, I voted. I kind of voted just to.
I came with this argument, but I'm bored of my own argument. I'm much more interested in this. So
yeah, absolutely.
How do we get to an autocracy?
I think, quite frankly, that if we are able to enact local leaders.
Who is the we, by the way?
I think, quite frankly, these far-right conservatives sitting right around
White
me.
people?
Yeah,
No
absolutely.
So,
well, actually, I have quite.
Some of the people in this room don't make the cut from what I can see visually.
Actually, hold on for a moment. I do think that there are people who happen to not be white who do actually have history in this country and have roots in this country. For instance, from the Mexican-American War, we subsumed a lot of territory of people who have far stakes in this country who happen to be Hispanic or what have you. I'm for defending the traditional demographics of this country, which is majority white, and should stay that way.
This lacks coherence, and the nonsensical ideas the young man brought to the table makes it difficult for a near-intelligent discussion or debate to happen. He's obviously pushing his agenda, and I really hope that the world does not see all of this as modern conservatism. Legal minority groups in the US should not be overlooked. I mean, it's insane to think that way.
You have to rename this show because you're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Hey, What can I say?
I think you can say, I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
I'm just checking who's clapping just to get my set of where everyone
Because
is on this.
in-
Because you know
during-
that millions of people are going to be watching you on YouTube. And
I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever.
clearly you're not.
During the
Clearly you're not.
During the pre-war period, prior to World War II, it was only those parties that properly enacted the people's will. That's why they won. The conservatives were fat cats.
are you
They were
in favor
aristocrats.
of? Are
They
you
didn't
in
care.
favor of people who aren't like you?
Quite frankly, I'm not like that. But
What are we
quite
doing
frankly,
here? I don't debate fascists.
okay. So do you concede then? I mean, why?
Do I concede you're a fascist who won't condemn the
I
Nazis?
am a General Franco supporter. He was awesome. He was so super cool, quite frankly. Because the whole
And you
thing,
don't believe in democracy.
I don't believe in
What
democracy.
are you doing here at a televised debate?
Because,
This is democracy. I want to debate and disagreement.
Because it is the means to support an end. The reason we have free speech now is because we want to be openly talking about our opinions so we can get the state that we want. But it doesn't mean
This is
upholding
great.
free speech after we win.
I
mentioned
the only good thing about this fascist moment
the
we're in
whole
is
reason-
that you guys are so open about it.
The
It's
whole
great.
reason.
Conservatives have one basic thing, which is the upholding of traditional beliefs and values. Every conservative value has common sense as its key component. A man with intellectual prowess like, Hasan should hold debates with the likes of Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, and Benny Johnson, and not some lightweight. That display right there was very far from conservative, but I would like to know what you'll think in the comments. Is this how the vast majority of modern conservatives think? Please let me know, and leave a like, and please support me here by tapping the subscribe button for more. Please support us here. We are new here, and you're going to love the type of content that we put out. Until our next clip, please keep staying sensible. Peace out, fam.